Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving into something really special today, a genuinely important local innovation that's just starting to take root. We're talking about Alive, South Africa's very own holistic health revolution. So let me ask you a quick question. What exactly do the world's first heart transplant and the creepy crawly pool cleaner have in common? I know, right? It sounds kind of like the setup to a weird joke, but the answer is actually deeply rooted in innovation. Both of these completely different, world-changing inventions were born right here in South Africa. We've got this incredibly proud, rich history of just looking at a problem, stepping outside the box, and creating brilliant solutions that literally change how the world works. And honestly, that perfectly illustrates the phrase, "Great things come out of South Africa." It isn't just some catchy slogan, it's a historical fact. We aren't just consumers of global trends, we're the creators of them. So today, we're going to use that amazing legacy as our launchpad, because the source material we're unpacking introduces us to the next big local creation, and this time it's stepping right into the vital field of holistic wellness and everyday home health support. Now, I'm sure we've all faced this really frustrating cycle. On one hand, you have what we call the body whispering. Think of those early, annoying little symptoms. A random skin flare-up, maybe a mild lingering cough, or even just noticing your pet acting unusually anxious. But on the other side, you've got the body shouting. And that's exactly what happens when we brush off those whispers. By the time a symptom is shouting at you, the situation has almost always turned into a super stressful, incredibly expensive, full-blown crisis. Let's be real, we've all been guilty of this reactive approach, right? Just crossing our fingers, hoping a problem magically disappears until we're absolutely forced to deal with it. The whole core of this issue is captured so beautifully by this one idea. When symptoms appear, the body is speaking. Your body whispers before it shouts. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. It's such a profound metaphor. By just becoming a little more observant and a bit more proactive, we can actually support the body while it's still just whispering, instead of waiting for all the crisis alarms to go off. I mean, healthcare, and definitely veterinary care, are getting ridiculously expensive these days. Families absolutely want to manage their health naturally, but the million-dollar question is, where on earth do you even start? Well, here's your starting point. Meet the Alive Companion app. Right from the jump, it's designed to feel calming and grounded. This is the proudly South African, proactive, holistic solution to those little body whispers we were just talking about. It's an app that isn't just there to track things, but to actually help you respond to everyday symptoms with guided, natural healing. Think of it as literally having natural health support right in your pocket. It's meant to be a super practical starting point for when you or your family run into those common everyday symptoms. There's something just feels off moments. Maybe it's digestive discomfort, some recurring sniffles, or even just feeling completely emotionally overwhelmed. Alive makes natural healing guidance completely accessible right from your own couch, exactly when you first notice those whispers. So how exactly does it pull this off? The app actually guides you using 3 specific natural healing modalities. We're talking tissue salts, flower essences, and homeopathy. Essentially, it uses these really gentle, nature-based remedies like highly diluted minerals and plant extracts to help soothe and manage everyday ailments. By structuring everything around these 3 pillars, it gives you actionable, super easy steps to bring the wisdom of natural remedies into a simple digital format. But here is what I think is the truly heartwarming, emotional cornerstone of this whole project. Nobody gets left behind. Not the humans, not the dogs, not the cats. The creators recognize a simple, undeniable truth. In so many of our homes, our pets absolutely are family. You just can't call an app truly holistic if it only focuses on the humans and totally ignores the furry friends sharing our living spaces. And that philosophy translates directly into how the app works. You can actually create individual, holistic profiles for your entire household. So you set up a profile for yourself, your partner, your kids, and yes, your dogs and your cats. Whether you're dealing with a child's sudden cough, or maybe your dog's paws are sore, or they're pacing around with anxiety, the app gives you a unified, single place to support the natural wellness of the whole family. Now, let's just pause here for a really important piece of clarity. This is a proactive guide. It is not a medical replacement. The source material is super clear about this. Alive does not replace your doctor, your vet, the emergency room, or a proper medical diagnosis. That's just not its job. Its job is to help you notice those patterns early on, to help you be more observant, and to support the body before everything spirals into a severe emergency. It's all about empowerment and preparation, absolutely not about practicing medicine. Okay, so we get the what and the why, but let's talk about the how. Because this isn't just an app, this is a founder movement. The creators are very specific that this is not your typical run-of-the-mill subscription launch where you just passively buy a product. No way. This is an exclusive action phase. They're opening this up first specifically for South African founder members, inviting people to actually get in on the ground floor and help build the foundation of the platform. And that brings us to a seriously disruptive price point, just $99. That is the locked-in founder subscription price per month for life. Look, in a world where digital health subscriptions are just skyrocketing in costs left and right, offering this for 99 Rand a month to early adopters is a massive statement. It really shows that this is a special, early bird rate specifically meant to reward the people who join the movement right at its inception. Let's break down exactly what you get as a founder member. First off, you get 30 days of free access right out the gate. Boom. Then you lock in that R99 a month rate for life, plus full access to the whole family and pet profiles. But honestly, the absolute standout benefit here is the opportunity to suggest future features. As a founder member, you aren't just a user, you literally have a voice. You get to suggest add-ons and give real feedback to shape the app into the perfect home health companion as it grows. You're actually helping to build the thing. So why is this intense local focus so important right now? Well, because it's born in South Africa with global potential. The creators intentionally want to grow their South African founder base first. They want to strengthen the platform, get real local feedback, and build some massive momentum right here at home. But make no mistake, once those foundations are rock solid, this app is fully preparing to step onto the global stage. South Africa is quite literally creating a wellness trend that is destined for the international market. Which brings me to a direct question for you. Will you help shape the holistic future? We've just seen how listening to the body's whispers can completely flip our approach to health. We've seen how a single platform can embrace humans, dogs, and cats alike. And we've seen how this proudly South African innovation is inviting you to be a part of its very foundation. So the big question remains, are you going to just sit back and watch this global wellness tool be built? Or will you step up, join the founder movement today, and actively help create a healthier, more empowered future, starting right here at home? It's definitely something to think about.